What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Um, yeah, what's up? Oh, my haters are awake now. They've been missing for the weeks. And all of a sudden you have come into my mentions, you have come to my phone. Oh, my phone's on do not disturb, so I probably haven't seen any of your messages, but my haters are here. They are awake now. They are here. We're gonna get this thing started though. What up?
What's happening?
How you feeling?
Uh, I'm conflicted. I like the way we start. I hate the way we started. I like the way we finished.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I was over on TikTok live. Shout out to everybody that was on the TikTok live. Dex was over there too. So hopefully we can get Dex over here. Not sure what he got going on, but bro, we was over on if you want to comment, you got to comment. Come over to YouTube if you're on Instagram. This is for the Instagram people. If you are on Instagram, IG Live, come over to YouTube if you want to comment. If you just want to watch, it's fine. But if I can't see your comments on the actual stream, so if you could come over to D Love Sports YouTube, it will be better. But if you just want to watch the show, watch the show. Okay. Or you can also go on Twitter as well. So okay, listen, start was bad on both sides of the ball. It was excruciating to watch the defense just get picked apart. Whether it was uh Richardson, him running, and Jonathan Taylor got a little bit of magic there, but just overall eating up the secondary. Eating up the secondary. Joe Flacco did it. Richardson did it for the time he was in there. Um, it was bad to go down 14 points in the first quarter. It was the first quarter, right?
Yeah,
They went down 14 points in the first quarter. Yes, it was the first quarter.
quickly. It was the first
It
two drives.
was it was like, who are y'all? What y'all doing? Like, hello? And I did say, I think it was just me and Kev on the show this week, and I was like, if we lose to them, it's because we took them lightly. Like we took them lightly. Like we are in the business of losing to teams we don't have no business losing to. And defensively, I was so disappointed in the beginning of that game. Like, who are y'all? What are we doing?
Yeah. So
I didn't know those guys. Minus, look, I understand people hold TJ Watt. It's gonna happen every single game. It happens multiple times a game, and it doesn't get called. I know we're missing Alex Heisman. We can't have excuses. It's next man up mentality. But I don't know what happened to this defense in the first half of the game to go down 14 points.
so for me, I think so. So one, all right. So what I noticed from the opening kickoff was one. Remember, we got that ugly kick, right? So tone is everything, especially at the beginning of a game. Tone is everything. And I
Mhm.
think Indianapolis came out with a tone and an energy that we just did not match. Defensively, we didn't match it. It was like they came out and they smacked us in our mouth. They wasn't afraid of who was out there. You know, they weren't timid. At times, they wasn't even doubling Watt. They was letting it play out. They can Joey Porter Jr. looked like a daisy. Like he didn't look like he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't in it.
I mean,
And we
he made
wasn't get
that play on the ball to get the interception, but of
we
course,
right, but we
yeah,
wasn't getting a rush neither. Like none of
yeah,
our four down linemen, right?
mm-mm,
Ogunjobi, Hayward, Watt, or Herbig.
yeah. We're
So
getting there.
I was cool with that, right? Because for me, it was like, okay, hopefully they'll snap out. Now when they came out that second drive, now that was something different. Now I'm like, okay, you guys just are not up to play today at this moment because they still were not they weren't energized. Like I'm watching Logan Wilson, and I said this before. I like Logan Wilson as a pickup. But two things for sure. When Logan Wilson is spaced out the way he is, he looks confused and like he does not know where he's supposed to be.
Hmm.
And when he's supposed to be in a drop back third, his assignment is everything from the sideline to the hash mark. He doesn't even drop back deep enough to even play that position. And
Hmm.
then when he do, he's looking one way. So you always got an underneath route coming underneath that is just killing us. I didn't like how we were using personnel and how we were using them like that. I didn't agree with that personnel package. But then offensively, we went 3-and-out. I'm sorry, we went 3-and-out, 4-and-out, 3-and-out. Like, so our defense at
Well,
that
we did
point,
it technically. The 15-yard penalty saved us from going 3-and-out, but you know what I mean. I
right,
get
right, right, right,
Mhm.
right. I mean, theoretically, yes, the penalty helped us, but in your play perspective, our
Yes.
defense was on the field for, I think at that point it was like 30 something plays to our 9 or 12 to our offense, which is
Mhm.
ridiculous,
Mhm.
especially for a first quarter.
Mhm.
So I think our offense, our defense didn't start well. Our offense didn't do anything to help the defense out. And I said this before. The thing that I reserve judgment on is how we respond when our defense is up against a team that may be able to score. Now, this wasn't that team I was expecting it to come from,
Mhm.
but how do we respond in that adversity? And I think that we can't
You
have
ain't
too
got there
many
yet, Morale. Chill out. Go
we
ahead.
can't have too many first halves the way that we did. Like, we can't.
Yeah, no, and like Morale was talking about the run game, and if you were on the TikTok live, you could hear me say, "Stop handing the ball off to Najee, throw him the ball." And when
Yeah,
they finally did it, he dusted him.
yeah.
But Cordell Patterson was the run game. He was the run game, and immediately when he went out, it tanked. Like Najee Harris handing the ball off to Najee Harris was not working. They kept going back to it. And okay, Dex is here. Once they like just throw him the ball. Like let him embarrass people after he catches the ball, because him trying to
Yeah.
run at the line, it's not working. It's not
Where'd
working.
you start off at, D?
Huh?
Where'd you start off at?
I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know where I started.
Yo,
But
I'm
we
glad
didn't
we
talk
didn't
about
pay
the guy
Najee.
Zach Frazier.
Hold on. Wait. That last play.
No, we started in the beginning. So we started with the
at the
defense.
beginning.
We started with the defense. We talked about them going down 14. We started with them. And now I just kind of went to the run game not working. But
All right, let me speak on that. That RPO has always been our weakness. I don't know. Terrell Austin has to do something about that, because every team we played since he became coordinator, they kill us with that RPO. It's like they freeze our defense, and then when they play action off of it, someone is always open in the zone, i.e. Pittman for this game, i.e. Downs. Like, it's
yeah, it's
always
like
some.
sitting in the pocket waiting for the ball to come to him, and they just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they have to do something about. They have to do something, but they got to adjust to that, because that's been our Achilles heel every time we play a team that plays that runs that RPO.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we would have won that game if Anthony Richardson would have played, because he throws so inaccurate that we could have tipped some balls as an interception. But you playing with Flacco. Flacco's always been that Mr. Dot, Mr. Bomb.
I don't know. I think
Anthony
Flacco helped
Richardson.
alleviate the fact that they didn't have to worry about rushing. Like
Right.
they had Flacco coming in, kind of gave them made them a little bit more one dimensional. So
and as much as everybody criticized Anthony Richardson for being inaccurate and inconsistent, one thing he can do, he has a great touch pass, he has great vision, and he sees the field well. And in those moments when he needed to see the field well, he made pin dot throws. He made the throws he needed to make. And then we can't let a quarterback like him get out the pocket and move, and you're moving to your strong side. Like, we're not even rushing straight from the strong side. We're letting him roll to the strong side, and we're blitzing, and we're coming from the weak side. So that didn't help us either. But today, inconsistent or not, he made the plays necessary. He made the throws necessary. He made the runs necessary before he went out. And then it was like Joe Flacco came in that first drive and finished right where he left off.
Bro, I was so pissed. Yo, Najee.
I was telling them, I'm going forward again. I was like, man, if Justin Fields wins this game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I was like, they're gonna bring out that little tool they use when they about to wheel you down in the casket. That's what they were gonna do to Russell Wilson if Justin Fields came back and won that game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. it was a wrap for Russell Wilson. He was not gonna there was gonna be no way, no room, no breath for him to take to be able to be QB number one for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So
to that point though, right? I disagree though, right? Because for me,
I can't disagree because that's all the media and the fans would say. Like they're off of like today. I'm not saying I'm 100% there. I'm just saying like
I think Justin can't continue to have first halves like he did. Like he's not that quarterback that can. He has never been an Aaron Rodgers type quarterback where now he's going to put us on his back and throw it. I love what he did today in that second half, absolutely. But one thing that when we were talking, one of the things that I also wanted to say was too, and we talked about this on your show when I was on the last time, right, D? Or I think it was on Tav's show. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I am so irritated with the fact that we keep running these bunch wide receiver formations and third and short yardage, and you're so basically you're already starting behind 4 yards behind the ball. But not only that. Bunch formations does not allow you the spacing opportunities that you need. Like our receivers are always running in the same vicinity.
Did I say that?
Wow.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
Wow.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I said, why are we in the red zone and Pat Freiermuth is on the play he scored? Why is he running a 3-yard hitch? And the end zone is right there, bro. Like, I don't even care if that's not the play, bro. Take 2 more yards and turn around and catch the ball in the end zone.
You want to know what else was frustrating? Was the fact that Darnell Washington has shown that he is an option in the last couple of weeks. And you mean to tell me on goal line stance, since you like running that bunch formation so much, you don't put a bunch formation to the weak side and you let Darnell Smith and Pat Freiermuth be double tight end, and you let Darnell run a flag route, or you put him out wide one-on-one with a nickel or a safety and let him go for a jump ball. Like, we don't utilize the personnel we have properly. That was my whole point when it comes to offense. Like Arthur Smith.
He had a play, bro. The corner looked like he was 4'2", just trying to guard his father.
Oh, number 25. Yes. Right in the end zone.
Trying to guard his father. I'm like, yo.
I was saying all live, I was like, I want 80, I want 88. Give me 80, give me 88. Because, I mean, of course, George Pickens, not only did he fumble, he also missed a touchdown in the back of the end zone. But, whatever. I was like, give me 80 and give me 88. Those are the two I wanted making significant plays to get the ball downfield and in the end zone.
And the thing that irritates me with Arthur, and I said last year when we picked up Arthur Smith, I wasn't a fan. And I said particularly to our personnel skill set to what he had in Atlanta, I felt that his skill set that he had in Atlanta was way better than what we have now. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you play action is supposed to be, it's supposed to be like a trick tool, right? Why are we using play action the way we do? And we're not even going downfield. We can't run the ball. So if we can't run the ball, how is play action going to work?
Bro, we running play action and we ain't get no yards.
I said, play action, the definition of play action is literally the running game is putting the defense on their heels. So now the defense
Morale.
So now the defense is playing aggressive. And now we can go ahead and sneak one behind them. Nope, that's not what we were doing.
Justin Fields started next week. I think Justin Fields probably will start next week. I don't know what the significance of Russell's. I don't know what's going on with Russell, but I'm like, I don't care who starts personally. I don't care right now at this point in time who starts. I just need this offense to play better in the first half. So
absolutely.
Right now we got a bad gumbo. Right, we got bad or semi-bad play calling, and we have a semi-bad QB play. I feel like Justin, this game took a step back. I feel like he went back to the first game, Justin, where he's taking too long to read. Bro, if you know your line ain't giving you what you need, bro, you need to know that playbook well enough that whatever's called, you got two routes already ready to throw, and not you running. You taking too long. You taking too long.
Or to your point, I feel like there were times today that he took sacks that he didn't have to take. The offensive line gave him time.
Yeah,
like you had a running back chipping off the edge. And my thing was the pressure is coming from the middle, right? I mean, the pressure was coming from the outside. He wasn't stepping up. He's stepping back. Then the pressure was collapsing in the middle, and he's stepping up in the pressure. Like,
Into
why
the
do you
pressure. I've seen
keep
that.
doing that? Why do you keep stepping into the pressure instead of stepping back? And then when he step up. It looks like he's going to take off, but then he's like he's second guessing it. Like
Yes, you could tell he's like, ah.
Like, bro. And this is what makes me call for Russ. Because that experience.
But see, like, that's not what made me call for Russ, right? My whole thing for Russ was I don't knock Justin.
But Russ goes into the ball for a minute.
I know Justin has a skill set. My whole thing for Justin was this. Justin had 2 head coaches, 3 offensive coordinators in Chicago. He has never had that leader that can show him not only what to see from the sideline, but also just the everything else that comes with being that quarterback, right? As a quarterback, Dex, because you played the line, right? The quarterback is your vocal leader, right? The quarterback is that vocal person. Justin's not that vocal leader. So now they got to find somebody else in the offense who's not Justin to be that vocal leader. I just feel like for his confidence long term, that's it. I'm not saying that Russ is better than Justin. I'm saying that for Justin's long-term confidence, we needed Russ to really be in that position because when Justin gets rattled, he gets rattled. And when he gets rattled, he gets erratic.
Rattled.
That's it.
And then Najee went back to the freaking second year Najee. He can't see a hole if it smacked him in the face.
He wasn't trying to see it.
Bruh. The hole opened up on the
when I say I'm not saying I agree. I'm saying I think that they should have taken a lot less time to get to the conclusion that they needed to pass Najee the ball. Throw him the ball. Stop handing him off.
He can't see.
It was not working. Like, it was plain as day. It wasn't working. Make something else shake. You can still utilize him in the pass game. Give me something. But the handoffs were not working.
He doesn't have any patience to let his blocks develop. He was either running into the back, running into the wrong hole, not watching it develop. And I'm seeing Cordell Patterson. I'm like, what is he?
I want to watch Cordell Patterson. I was a little busy when I was watching his runs. I was actually in the car watching it. So I want to go back to see what was the difference. What was Patterson's difference?
I'm about to tell you, and something that you said, Dex. Yes, he did revert back to his second year, right? His second and third year of how he run the ball. This is the difference, right? Cordell Patterson and Jaylen Warren are 2 of the same. Mm-hmm. They hit the hole. They're downhill runners. Najee is more of he's trying to be a Le'Veon Bell-esque. He wants patient. And then when he hit, he's not hitting the hole with a throttle. Every run that they gave Cordell Patterson was a downhill run.
He was like,
it was a straight gap run. And when he got the ball, he didn't run or look anywhere else. He went straight to the hole and he hit it. But the thing that blew me with that was, okay, he did it the first time. Then they take him out, and then they put in Shatling, then they put in Harris, and then they don't bring him back for a whole series. I didn't understand that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because that particular half of the game, I was really distracted because I wasn't watching it in my element. But the second half, I was pretty locked in. But of course, we lost him. We lost Daniels. I thought we were going to lose Herbig, but Herbig came back. Man. It was.
And you want to know what was funny too? When I saw that their center was out because he was questionable. I said, "Oh my goodness, we get to tee off on some fresh ones."
Yes, I was like, "Oh, they gonna eat this dude up. They gonna eat this."
I said, we going out there be doing stunts. Like you want to know the difference between what Indianapolis did and what we did, what worked. Indianapolis made our defense think. Indianapolis did plays that made our defense think about the coverage. When you got Downs coming in motion and he circled back around and then he circled underneath the route and come back, we have to think too much. Our offense, vanilla, jumbo pack here, single here, 12 personnel here. We gonna go intermediate. Like even the announcers was like, "Yo, it's good to go play action. I think they said we are the second most play action team
Second
in the
most
league,
play action team.
and we only average 4.2 yards of play. That is not play action football.
Mm.
That's the opposite.
Well, the Bengals finally won a game, so they beat the Panthers 34. I'm sorry, I know. I just wanted to see because our divisional games are now. The Browns are playing the Raiders. They should win because there's no Adams and there's no Crosby. So if the Browns choke on that one, I don't know. I'm not talking trash to Ashley Baker all week because like the Cowboys are in enough turmoil. They don't even like they owner, GM, anything. So I don't really have. I'm more so concerned about my team. I don't need to talk trash to nobody. I really don't. Like I don't have to talk trash to nobody. The Vikings pull it out against the Packers. Shout out to Brian Flores. And that's wait, I know an Eagles fan ain't talking trash to me after they didn't lost 16-33 to the Buccaneers. I know an Eagles fan ain't talking trash to me.
They got exposed in the first half.
I
Baker
know an
Mayfield
Eagles
had
person
them
was
on
not in
skates.
my mentions.
But the Eagles fans will bring up, they'll use the excuse of injuries. That's what they'll do. That's their caveat. We were injured. So they don't have that next man up mentality. They got that our starters was down, so we lost.
Eagle fans are delusional.
Baby, we cannot use. I feel like we're the team that cannot use the injury excuse. Like we can't. And we've been injured. We've been injured since before the season even started. Like our QB number 1 is out. Isaac out. Like we could go. Like y'all want to play the injury game? We can. We just been winning without. So
we just don't operate like that. We got higher
the injury
expectations.
thing with me, bro.
We got higher expectations.
True nickel out.
It's really a next. We don't just say it, it's really next man up over here. Like last year, what were we doing? We were pulling linebackers out of retirement off the couch.
Still balling.
Blake Martinez.
Dude was playing PlayStation, and we told him come suit up and play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He did open.
Don't do us. Don't do us.
That boy just started a farm.
We really have that next man up mentality over here. So don't do us.
Yeah, I want to go back to our O-line.
Please.
It's too much. And it's early, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's too much mixing of the pot. Like we still have to get a cohesiveness because we have too many people plugging and playing. Maybe that'll work to our advantage coming into the latter of the season.
D, can you put that back up?
What's up?
I was asking D, can he put that back up?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Like that last play, take it
down.
That last snap to Justin.
Yeah.
When he phoned, that was not Frazier's fault. That was McCormick's fault.
Yeah.
Because he tapped him.
He tapped him to make him think he was supposed to snap it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
McCormick tapped him on the thigh.
Yeah, McCormick.
I don't like that. I don't like that system. I don't get it. Like I get it. It's like if it's too loud, then.
And this was McCormick's. Was this his first start? It was his first start today. Yeah, it's his first start today. So.
Can I go back to that comment? I'm sorry. I like to address comments. So it's nothing about Justin slander. Honesty is honesty. Slander is only slander if it's incorrect. Mm-hmm. That's what slander is. When you're telling a lie about somebody or something, there was no slander. You talk about a fast start. A fast start is when you come out in the first, drive or two and you don't start fast. Faster starts is not you wait until the second half to start doing something. That fast start isn't what we need. We need efficiency. We need better play. I mean, I'm not even gonna say better play calling because I was okay at first, but we need better plays. We need to spread the defense out. Like a lot of things need to go into it. And when we talk about O-line, like, come on, like, you know why I don't never bring up the O-line? Is because we've been talking about this for the last 3 years. Yeah. We've had a different O-line for 3 years in a row. So for me, there's really no need to talk about it because that should be an expectation going into the league. Like we're going against teams that's been playing together for 2 or 3 years. So do I think our O line is going to be ready and have that continuity that they need? No. So I don't bring up the O line because it's
Yo, I see my
We had
boy
some,
Broderick was yelling at Spencer when he got in. Yo,
yeah,
he was I said, go
yeah.
ahead, Broderick.
I love his passion.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody had to step up. I think James Daniels is one of those leaders on that offensive line that people don't talk about, like quiet, one of those quiet leaders. So I'm not mad at it. Whatever you need to do to get your teammate in line and in order, let's get it done.
And that's when we talked about Justin. We talk about vocal leaders, right? Those are
Yeah,
the
I mean,
things
I
that come
think
from the
that
quarterback.
I think Justin's leadership is different. His style is
It's
different.
quiet.
He's not as raw. Like that's just Justin is truly he speaks when it needs to happen. He's not one of those like constantly like Russell Wilson. Come on, guys, let's he ain't doing all of that. But I can't say that he's not a good leader or not a leader right now, just off of what I've seen.
I think what I mean by that is what I'm saying is when you're on the field, like there are moments where you'll walk up to a guy, you need to, you'll see the passion in the huddle, right? You'll see it. You'll see, it's like, all right, listen, you need to step it up. I think that during the National Football League, there should be no egos in that huddle. There should be no egos.
I
Yo,
don't
you're
think that's not an
slacking.
ego.
No, I'm not saying he does. I'm saying in general. I'm not saying he does.
Okay.
I said in the NFL huddle, there should be no egos. So anybody should be able to walk up and be like, yo, we're trash, right? Like, we're not playing right now. And sometimes we don't have that urgency on offense that like they really need. You see the defense getting like you'll see like when I see Deshaun Elliott go up to Joey Porter Jr., who is new to the team, that tells me the comfort zone that they have in communicating and being able to approach one another whenever they feel they're not pulling their slack.
But I feel, but for me, I just feel like because of the way that Justin does it is going to get looked at totally different. Because
I don't know how he does it.
Because he's not going to be yelling and screaming. He's just going to be like, yeah, man, you need to step up.
So
Like
well,
he's going to say it.
he's supposed to be the vocal
That's
leader.
just not his demeanor at all. That's not his demeanor.
We don't need that.
That's misleading.
That's just like asking Joe Flacco to go cuss somebody out. He ain't gonna do that.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Oh, Joe.
Yes, he does. I played Joe. I'm telling my age, but he was 4 years older than me. I played Joe Flacco. Yes, I played him. He gets him.
Damn, you old, Dex.
He gets it. I ain't that old. He's 4 years older. 4 years older. I was a freshman.
That's really not just his demeanor, like at all. Like I'm not saying that he's not gonna say something, but it ain't gonna be no yelling and it ain't yelling and screaming. Like that's just so that's just how it is. Like
we don't need that. We don't need it because our offensive unit is too young. Like even like Ben wasn't a yelling and screamer, but Ben would come talk to you. Ben would get into your face and talk to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yelling and screaming, but you said we don't need that. Like
no. What I meant by it was like I don't see Justin on the sidelines, and maybe D because you've been in some games, and the next game you go to look for it. I don't see him going to talk to receivers or talk to tight ends or
he has like he has done that. I've seen that. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he just gets a bad rap because of his natural demeanor. Like he has a straight face. He has this like face all the time,
like a frog.
And he just like
in the headlight.
He's like a Kermit, like a frog.
I feel like he gets a bad rap. People be acting like he's mad all the time. He ain't even mad. That's just his face. Like that's just him.
Why he got that face like?
Yeah.
Like what do they call it? Resting
bitch face
or RBF. Yeah. Like he just has this face that just looks like he's not a friendly person. Like he don't want to talk to you. Like he can't help that. But
he got that face like he don't believe nothing you say.
Who was it? Roman Wilson that said like he don't really talk a lot. He don't say too much. But when it's time, he gets his point across.
How many receivers other than Calvin caught a pass? I mean, other than
Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, George Pickens.
No, I mean other than George.
Van Jefferson had one. I think Calvin had one, and that was about it. Then I mean, of course, Patterson and Freiermuth in Washington. That's
Like,
it.
oh, I'm glad you said Calvin. So one of the things that I often talk about, like, so yesterday I was talking to Robert Morris University's head coach, right? Coach Bernard Clark Jr. And one of the things we talked about was situational football, right? How when you're in a hostile environment, how situational football and how the three, phrases of your game have to play together. When Calvin got that punt return and we fumbled it like that, like that was that spark that we needed, and we got that spark, and we ain't do nothing with it.
We had a couple of sparks.
But I mean, that was a major spark.
Yeah, that was
Like we was already on the plus. We was already on the side of the 50 when we took the field. We was on like the 46-yard line. But
yeah, so
I'm not moping. I'm only frustrated because I know we didn't play to our ability, and that we didn't put ourselves in the best possible position to win. That's the only thing I'm mad about. Like I love how they fought back in the end, even though it wasn't enough time. It was all zeros. But I feel like when we do that, and when I see that, that tells me there's no reason for us not to start like that.
Yep. I don't disagree. I do want to go back to one call. I know going into this game, everyone was talking about this officiating crew and how many flags they've thrown and, this, that, and the third. The Minkah Fitzpatrick call, that to me, momentum shifted.
The shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a momentum. And I don't like blaming the refs for games. I do not. But that to me shifted. It really shifted. It ignited the stadium. Like they were getting this team off the field since the second quarter. It just shifted a lot. And that was a game changer.
I don't like blaming the refs either, but I thought that's what we had that was the whole point of having the whole, what's they called, the referee center, the ones that looks over the calls that the refs made.
Like, New York should have called and been like, no, absolutely not.
Because even Gene Steratore said that. He said, listen, he was pulling up. It wasn't the helmet to helmet. It
wasn't helmet to helmet at all. Like it wasn't even helmet to helmet.
And it showed Minkah pulling up after running 20 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They should have called that. They should have. I know they only wanted the refs to look bad on TV, but if the refs make a bad call, headquarters need to be like, no, you need to reverse that call.
But are those plays
reviewable?
Plays reviewable by the center only? Because I didn't know that the center reviews those type of plays only unless it's challengeable, and I don't think those plays are challengeable. Like the refs can come together like they did on us today a couple times and say that was when we thought it was pass interference on George Pickens, and they come together and say that wasn't pass interference. They can do that, but the replay center don't come down. They don't challenge them every call. It's basically on reviewable plays that are challengeable, and I don't think necessary roughnesses are challengeable plays. Because if that was the case, there were a couple times when Justin Fields slid and he was getting hit in the head a couple times. 44. I saw number 44 clothesline him on one play. So if that was the case, then the game will be stopped a lot, and I'm pretty sure they ain't about that.
I think that, but those are game changing plays. Like I really think, just no handful of that. I think game changing plays should be reviewable. Anything that's like over 30 yards and more should be reviewable. Period. I don't care how long the game take.
I don't like how when it could be 3rd and 21 and they can go 6 yards and we can get a contact and that's only 5 yards with an automatic first down. I think they need to change those rules. Don't give them an automatic first down. Okay, it was a 5 yards, so now it's 3rd and 16. But don't just keep giving first downs on 3rd and long, because technically on 3rd and long, if you don't make the play, the most you could do is try to get a pass interference in.
Yep.
Well, our good friend Dane, he's going to say Tomlin didn't have them ready. I saw him on Twitter talking about this is a Tomlin special.
And you know what, though? In this moment, I would say I agree with him for this particular game, because there was no reason why they should have came out as flat as they did. versus the
Flat.
half.
They did not look ready.
Why they didn't come out. And I said that earlier, D. Excuse me. The intensity and the emotions that Indianapolis displayed on the opening draft, it smacked us in our mouth because we did not come out with that type of energy. And that is something that I've never came out of the locker room where I was on hype to get this game started. Where like it looked like we was just out there and like just out there. We don't know what's going on. But then in the second half, you see a whole nother side of a team. You see a more energized team.
Mm-hmm.
They look like, even watching the game, I'm not gonna lie to you, I couldn't even tell where they were blitzing from. I had to watch the replay. Like in them first series, they looked like they were just coming every which way. I'm like, Jesus, like
it was messy. It was definitely messy.
Sometimes they wasn't even blitzing.
Yeah, I was like, no, this
and
is.
And the one thing we didn't mention was they were missing 4 starters on defense.
Yeah, they were.
I didn't want
to. Their line was holding up. They weren't doing that great stopping the run before us, but they did a great job stopping the run with us. Mm-hmm. With the exception of Mr. Patterson, I hope he's okay because if him and Jalen can't go, Jalen also can't go next week. We're gonna need them. We're gonna need those.
We need a downhill runner.
Yeah, like we somebody got to be ready on Monday night.
We need a downhill runner who can see.
Because yeah, I didn't like what I saw from the running game today at all.
If Cordarrelle Patterson don't get hurt,
goodness, but overall,
if Cordarrelle Patterson don't get hurt, I think that game is different in terms of how the play calling changed.
Yeah.
And the down and distance. I mean, what he had like 4 rushes for almost 30-something yards, 40-something yards.
Yeah, 40-something yards.
It was dynamic. His contribution was so dynamic, and that was the drive that Pickens fumbled on. Like that drive was just so. It was so well. It was so. I felt so warm inside. I'm like, okay, here we go. All right, y'all. We in this thing. We've got something going. The run is working. We're gonna wear these guys down. We're gonna get in the red zone. I keep telling people the red zone be our kryptonite. Is always some craziness in the red zone. We had the false start. We had like we had the turnover and the fumble in the red zone.
It's like that commercial.
We literally
like, you thought you almost had it.
We need a EpiPen for the red zone.
Kev's in the comment. He said PQ ass.
He dropped a touchdown pass. He fumbled. I mean, he did not have
Patrick Queen his ass.
Oh, Patrick Queen. I was talking about Jimmy. I was talking about Patrick. No,
shout out to Kev.
He did miss some tackles, but he did.
I thought he missed some tackles. I don't think he played a bad game.
I don't think he played bad.
Besides his coverage, I mean, he did drop a pass.
Like we all know, like him in coverage is not an ideal situation.
Right.
Well, and Willis,
Downs cooked us, man.
But we did see how when we allowed Patrick to rush the quarterback, how he's effective in that regard. And I think that they need to at least try to do a little bit more of that. Damon's right. They were out coached, the secondary and linebackers were. But we said that. We said that they ran plays that made our defense think. They ran plays that made our defense think. They shifted a lot. And anybody who's ever played defense and know football, that when you're on defense and you're in a certain scheme, everything matters about when a player goes in motion, because now it shifts to somebody else who may have been in a whole different area of the field now. Now you got to communicate that. That we've seen that. Those motions, man, I mean, I think they ran motion down there 80% of the time.
Yep. Had Patrick Willis, Peyton Willis on a slot receiver.
I don't want that film out there about defense, dog. That's what I don't want. Getting 20 after going 10 for having you averaging 9 points a game being scored on to allowing 27 to me is just nasty. Kev said, hold on. Russ starts next week. The opportunity to play him is now.
Hey Kev, you know those they just watch football on the screen and don't really watch the whole game is going to be a little upset with you.
Listen, that first
I'm with
half,
it, Kev.
it was nasty. It was nasty. It was so disgusting to see that first half of offense. I was
The
so
first snap.
unimpressed.
Do anybody remember the first snap? Did we not talk about the first snap? How we almost fumbled?
How he fell. He tripped.
That was the only thing Frazier didn't get enough penetration, so he stepped on Justin's foot.
That's for
pause.
That was for Kev.
Yeah, that was crazy. He didn't get any movement on the line, and he stepped on Justin's foot, which caused him to fumble and fall.
I'm telling you, if they didn't, that snap didn't happen, hit the ball in the face, they lose that yardage. I can't tell. And they somehow, even at minimum, got a field goal, and this game goes into overtime. We're singing a different tune. Even if they go on and lose that game, they sing in a different tune with Justin. I salute the comeback. I love everything I saw. The getting in the end zone, like I loved that. I loved it. Where was it in the first half? Where was it?
Where was that urgency? There was none. What was that? What we call it, Dex? We call it that moxie. Hey, you know what was funny, man? It looked like, oh dang, Rashee Rice was carted off the field. It looked like Indianapolis defense was out doing hitting drills, and we was thudding it up. For people that don't know what thud it up mean, that means you run to the player and you don't necessarily hit them. You just thud them up. You just let them know you're there. You touch them.
Even Cam Hayward missed a sack today. He thought he had something down.
Whoa. That's that ref shit. Oh,
that was supposed to be a dead ball.
That should be a sack.
That's supposed to be a sack.
That should have been a sack.
Because he wasn't able to move. Normally, that's a dead ball. When they see the quarterback is curled like this, and
they're supposed to blow the whistle.
That's supposed to be a dead ball.
He hugged them for 2 seconds before he fell to the floor. That was supposed to be a sack. And this is what I don't like about the league. The league choose what they want to call. I don't like that. Because any other player, they would have gave him a flag for taking him down. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. They need to stick to their rules. It's affecting games.
That are calling for Mike Tomlin to be fired off of one loss.
Delete them.
Delete them. I tell my followers all the time, if you're that, I don't even want to use that word. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
Special.
If you are that special and you are that disconnected from what football really is, stop watching it. Like, don't even waste your time. Like,
go watch golf or something.
Like, go play pickleball.
And I don't want Eagles fans. You stay where you are. You stay over there where you at. This is a lot. Television Twitch. Shout out to Pennsylvania. I'm hoping the NFL has a. They're not hosting no Super Bowl in Pennsylvania. It's too cold. Bye. I'm sorry. I'm removing this comment.
What? Okay. Good. Get your hopes up.
Sorry. All Pennsylvania could do is probably host the NFL draft. I mean, of course, Pittsburgh is hosting the draft in a couple of years, but they're not having no Super Bowl in Pennsylvania. It's too cold. Unless they get a dome somehow.
That's crazy.
Yo.
Somebody's calling for Mike Tomlin to be fired. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around that. Like, because we lost today. Because we lost?
Yeah.
We know the O-line has no chemistry. They're a new O-line. It was a whole new person starting on the line.
And we have injuries. Like,
There's
hello.
And that's what I said earlier. Everybody keep looking for something from an O-line, and obviously those people don't. Like, yo, how do you expect the O-line to have chemistry that changes every week?
Yeah.
That changes every year. We have had 3 different offensive lines in 3 years, maybe 4, but 3 for sure.
In 3 weeks. Like, what are we talking about? In 3 weeks, it's been different.
Yo, McCormick.
Like, let's be
sorry.
for real. Our offensive line hasn't been the same since week 1.
I'd rather have Spencer at guard. I'd rather have Spencer.
Dan Moore has been consistent, y'all. I don't know what
he
y'all
has been.
say.
He has been.
I give him credit, Dex.
He has been. Dan has,
Big
hey
Dan
Dex,
look,
you
he
are hard.
can't even
You
fix
are.
his
I
mouth
won't
to
say
say
that
that.
word either because Cam will get me. Hey Dex, you be putting Dan in the ground like like Dan's been solid for us.
Dan ain't really face.
He's
Like,
solid. You don't see Justin getting hit from his blind side like that.
I gotta see the tape.
Oh, okay, Mike. Okay, Mike.
I gotta see the tape. I gotta watch.
I gotta go back and watch the tape.
He gets
Gotta
a lot of
look for
help. He gets a lot of help. Like they don't line that 3 tech normally on the side. They always line into the strength to the right. So he has a lot of guard help. And I'd rather have Spencer Anderson and then McCormick because McCormick he's playing like he's in high school, bro. Like instead of delivering the punch, he's waiting for the 3 tech to engage him, and he's getting pushed back into Justin lap. Bro, you can step up and punch first. You know what I'm saying? It happened to me a lot.
That's the whole point.
Good guard, them guards used to boof. I'm like, like Stunny had to.
And that's the first technique to a guard, right? You want to, like, especially in the chest area. Your whole goal is to get that first punch. But I don't know. He's a rookie.
He was just waiting for it, and then they just drove him into Justin. That's some place where Justin thought he had a pocket to step him into. But no, because the guard got driven back into his lap. You know, and I'm sure McCormick is strong. He looks like a really strong guy, kid, whatever you want to call him. But he needs more coaching.
I'm over here on Instagram looking at the comments.
Spencer Anderson did a better job than he did, but they both winning.
I'm just saying, Stream, y'all gonna raise our price the way y'all did. Y'all can at least let Instagram comments be on our feed as well.
Hello, I'm over here looking.
As much as y'all raised it to, y'all could.
They're trying to say that we need another wide receiver threat. You're not even using.
We're not really utilizing our wide receivers.
I was about to say that.
That was one of my fears for Brandon Ayuk coming to the team, even though that didn't happen. He wouldn't. I didn't think he was going to get the ball. Like I just feel like the ball just wasn't going to be spread out enough. And that's not even me totally having a feel for Arthur Smith's offense. It was just my fear of being a part of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, as I am. Even though I'm not
with Justin, they're not going to get
just
with
being
Russ
around this organization long enough. I did not feel like he was going to get the catches that he would probably want. George Pickens is struggling, probably getting the catches that he wants, and he had a touchdown today, and he dropped it. So
it's because Russ is not.
And that was another missed blow to the head that they didn't call.
Oh yeah,
even though he dropped it. But any shot to the
head. There were a couple flags on him, but the one catch that he did make, that beautiful pass from Justin, in the fourth quarter that George Pickens caught, it was a beautiful one. I'm surprised they didn't call him for pushing off. I'm just shocked. I'm surprised. I'm extremely.
We want Russ.
D, I'm being analytical with it. I don't know what Dex and Cav is on.
We want Russ. I can't have a whole season of.
Hey, D, this is what I be saying to my guests. Dexter's views and thoughts does not reflect the views and thoughts of Pittsburgh Sports Talk Radio.
Look, I don't want to try out season, man. This is like we need to make it to the playoffs. We need to handle our business.
I told you guys from the beginning, I was on the Russell train, get me in the end zone. Get me in the end zone. Justin physically has to get himself in the end zone for us to get in the end zone. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world,
but that's not good.
I want the ball to be passed around. I'm not. I hate what I have to. I don't like seeing like a hater because ultimately all I want to do is win football games. I want to win football games. So
I just want us to play a full game and not halves. If we play a full game,
I want us to get.
If we play a full game and we lose, I'm okay. We play a full game and we lose, I'm okay because we gave all the effort. We matched intensity. Like we just didn't win this day. But when we lose like today, those are the ones that don't sit well because we clearly showed that the team that we were in the second half, we're capable of being that team. We got to stop being that team when we're down and start being that team at the beginning of a game.
So you need Russ.
I'm not saying Russ. I'm not saying that the game would have started differently, but hey,
It would've.
I don't know what you're on right now, Dex. So I'm gonna let you.
It would have. You know why? Justin cannot read these defenses quick enough.
And I said that. And that's why I said earlier, that's why I wanted him to sit. I said for his benefit of long-term confidence and being able to learn from somebody else, something he has never had. 2 head coaches and 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years is not good.
Think of the last 2 games.
Washington.
Think of the last 2 games.
I'm hungry.
Denver was not coming at him how the coaches came at this boy. And the game before that, they were not coming at him how he was coming at him. He can't read him quick enough right now. And it's he gets stuck. His mind is fight or flight. If it ain't good, he running.
I can't be at every game. I can't physically be at every game, Pittsburgh Steelers. So what y'all did today in my absence, because I've been to all 3 games, and all of a sudden y'all want to go down 14-0 without my appearance, and I don't like it. I can't be at every game. I just physically can't do it unless you put me you fly me out. So act accordingly, because I can't bring my aura to every stadium, all season. So, I mean, I know Russell holds onto the ball a little bit longer, but I think that
he had to. I'm sick of people saying that. Do you know what he was dealing with in Denver? Why he had to hold the ball?
I'm not saying this. I'm just that is just a fact. I'm not saying, oh my God, that is terrible. He just does. It's just that's
not. I'm telling you, we got way quicker receivers.
That's not who he is, though.
Yeah, he had to do
never
that.
Been Russ. Russ has always been a quarterback.
I only see the little bit of Russ that I saw in preseason. That's all I got. That's all the tape I got on him in this offense.
And did you see how he whipped that? Hold on. If that's all you saw, did you see how he whipped that joint?
I'm telling you about the time that I see him hold it. That's all I saw.
Touchdown.
I'm not saying I know what he's fully capable of, and this is the reason why I was on the bus. I was driving the Russ bus.
Get back on. I got a transfer for you.
I drove the Russ bus to the point where people call me a Justin Fields hater. I'm not a Justin Fields hater. I drove the Russ bus. I was telling you Russ was coming before Russ got here.
Get back on. Get back on. Justice got his permit.
The Russ bus.
Justice got his permit. He ain't ready. He not ready yet.
I'm done. I think I'm slowly kind of over this game now.
Let me ask you this, Let me ask you this. You think Russ Calf will be magically healed this week?
I don't know, but if he out another week, he should have gone on IR, as far as I'm concerned. But they won't do that.
I think Russ is gonna have a magic. He's gonna go to the
Do I need to call Wakanda and give me some vibranium?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go to the leaders of the church and they're gonna pray for him, and then he's gonna be healed. He's gonna be back.
They're gonna be mad either way. This fan group has officially, chosen sides now. After this L, they have chosen sides.
I've never seen a group of fans that turn so quickly on their team.
Done.
And then it'd be the same fans that when we win, they'd be like, I knew it. Look, told you.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, champ.
Man, you should have seen Dex. He was so happy about Tomlin. Oh, what up?
Jeff E.
Yeah, I said I was gonna pull up when I parked, but I couldn't, man. I had to hurry up, man. Yo, PQ is trash, y'all. I mean, let me not say trash. He ass. Like, he a pump faker, yo. Like, I've seen it today. I seen a few plays from him, yo. I'm like, yo, this is why he didn't get paid over there in Baltimore. Hopefully he can get better, but I was sold on the dream. They told me that Patrick Queen was gonna save life. You feel me? And I'm like, yo, bro, E-Rod playing better than him. Peyton is playing better than him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, bro.
No.
Peyton.
He's overcompensating for him.
Yeah.
Did you see the 3 deep drops? Did you see the?
I seen my man pump faking as a linebacker. He's supposed to be a thumper, right? He's supposed to be someone that, you feel me, stop the run, whatever. He's supposed to be a real middle linebacker. But my man,
Kev, be realistic.
Doing that,
Kev, be
bro.
realistic. Kev, be realistic.
I am. I'm going off of what people was telling me.
People telling you, you see it, Kev. Now, when we need somebody to fill a hole, right? Because normally that's Elandon Roberts that we get to do that, right? So now we're asking
And he doing
Patrick
well.
Queen. So now, but Elandon Roberts ain't in there because they got Logan Wilson in there. So when we need Patrick Queen to basically
Patrick Queen
now,
can't catch nobody.
but the shit, Logan can't either. Logan not even playing
I saw-
thirds.
And Logan's a rookie, man. He's up off cuz. We talking about Patrick Queen, who's supposed to be top dog.
You just try to say that. You just try to say, you just try to slight Patrick for Logan when you gotta realize Patrick Queen, one, is now basically trying to compensate for the middle and the outside.
I was about to say that
He's trying to compensate
it's our scheme.
Yeah.
Our scheme is like there's no one over the center.
Look,
So the center has a free run to the middle linebacker.
all the time.
Scheme,
have-
dream,
we don't
Scotty
have-
Beam. I don't care. He ass.
That's why your phone keep
ass.
breaking up. That's why
Look,
your Boost Mobile
not for real. My problem. No, my problem. I'm in a bad area, but my problem is the fact that he's a pump faker, yo. He's a pump faker. He's a pump faker. He's not really tough on the field. Like I seen it. I seen enough.
But
Hopefully he's good. You feel me?
What about on his play that made you feel like he a pump faker? And tell me when we brought in Patrick Queen, what exactly did you see him doing in our defense that you know that we asked for our linebackers to do? Because what we ask our linebackers to do, the Ravens don't ask.
I'm asking for him to lead the charge I'm asking him as a middle linebacker. You supposed to be a Pittsburgh Steelers middle linebacker. You're supposed to be able to tackle, bro. You ain't supposed to be like I shouldn't.
That's the whole.
I'm gonna have to really break his shit down. I'm gonna have to really break his stuff down, bro, because it's so much. It's so much, and y'all caping for him. He had a good game last game, but 3 out of the 4 games, boy was ass. I'm not the only one saying it. It's guys that's in the NFL that used to play in the NFL that say it too. And you feel me? Like he's been ass for us.
But
you know,
he
can get better.
I hope so. I hope Isaac is back next week. I really hope so.
But then
guess
what?
change.
That's another offensive lineman changing out.
Yeah. I mean,
now
like I'm
next
telling
week
you,
we're
we
gonna
have
talk about
injuries
chemistry.
galore, but we're not allowed to talk about that. We're not allowed to use that excuse. The Eagles got their butt toe up, and they're gonna talk about how they didn't have this offensive weapon and that offensive weapon. And the Deshaun Watson gets mollywopped every week, and they talk about, our offensive line is this. We can't use those excuses. We're not allowed.
But you want to know why? It's because our expectation and our standards are higher. Sorry, Eagles. Sorry, Browns. But that's just the realness of it. Like anybody that play a football game, Cav, if me and you play the same position and you starting over me, my mindset is what? My mindset is I'm a starter.
Sound accurate. It sound accurate. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Negative like a motherfucker, boy. Now that's cat. we can start bringing out accolades.
Hey, nothing. Let me go home.
we start bringing out college accolades.
It ain't that.
But our standard is if I replace you, I'm supposed to feel in the same way that you was when you were playing there. The difference between other teams is when they lose, they need that crutch. They need something to lean on to say this is why we lost. For us, you see what we doing when we lose. We talking about our team analytically about why we lost. We're not saying we lost because we was out a quarterback. We lost because we was out 2 running backs. We lost because we're out 3 linemen. We lost. No, that's not what we do.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers fans are not even trained to think like that. Even if they don't know football like that, they're not even trained to think like that. Like, I don't even like blaming the refs. Like, my big problem for real, like, I said Patrick Queen a couple times up here, but my real problem was just the turnovers. Like, the game was going to be the game. They punched us in the mouth, and we was like, oh, shit, hold up. We was already dazed. You feel me? Justin Fields, I seen it. He got cracked one time, and I'm like, oh, nah, he's scared now. He back to the old Justin. I'm like, oh damn. All right, bet. This is the perfect time for Russ to get his shot. Cause all right, Justin was doing good, and I think Justin get bounced back from this type of shit. But when you get cracked to the point you're not even looking downfield no more, you want to pull it after 2 seconds. You feel me? It's like, all right, man, let's get Russ in here. Cause one thing I know Russ could do is get rid of the ball faster, much faster. You know what I mean?
And to your point though, and you said something so pivotal, right? Was D when we talked earlier, it goes back to my point why I said I wanted Justin to sit, right? So what he said was, so in my opinion, he still got PTSD from Chicago, right? Because this is all he knew to do. He was always either not throwing it, he's just running because he's getting hit so much. In those moments for him, and even last week, when he get hit one good time, he's no longer looking downfield. It's like if his first read is not open, he's now looking for an escape lane. And those are the things that I feel like over time, and that's why I said his long-term confidence, that's the only reason why I wanted Russ to start, because he has a lot of bad habits that he's resorting to when things don't look right initially. And there was moments where he didn't really have to escape the pocket. You know, like I said, he could have stepped back into the pocket instead of stepping up, like looking for an escape lane.
Yo, this how you know it's real. If we would have came back and really won the game, I still would have wanted Russ to play next week.
I said the same thing, and I got text messages to show it.
Me too.
No, listen, I'm trying to tell you right now. I told you, I said it on the live, but if Justin would have came back and got that team the W, you would have heard nothing but pandemonium from media about how this is his team. You will be a fool if you take him out of this lineup. You will be a fool if you start Russell Wilson. And I really believe that would be the path that they chose, and they would continue with Justin Fields until
I'm gonna share my text group with y'all after this, and I'm gonna tell you, I swear I said all of this, and everybody like, no,
I think the coaches. I think if we pulled it out, I think coaches would have been like, all right, this is the opportunity to put Russ in there, because Justin didn't like. Because with the first 3 games, Justin got better each game, where it was like, all right, we can kind of still leave him in there.
Y'all see my nephew got on his Steelers gear.
I know that.
Yeah. Future still in there.
Huh?
He got a Waitman shirt on.
Nah. Oh yeah. We won't say that. We're gonna cross the name off the back.
We got a Waitman shirt on. That's what's up.
Like he literally just got in from Pittsburgh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all saw Ben in the in the box.
I feel like that's what we lost.
Me too, but low key, I think I saw Kenny Pickett behind him. I was like, yo, is that Kenny? I was like, he not playing.
That's what we talking about that man. Remember,
the Pat McCaffrey show.
I ain't talking about his play. I'm just saying I see him in the crowd.
Ben, get out! Remember, you wanted Ben. You wanted Ben. You called for Ben, Dex. You wanted to see Ben so bad.
I did, but Ben be bad juju.
I said, Ben, take your butt out of Lucas Oil Stadium. You don't need to be here. Go to the basement and film the show. Get out of here. Get out.
Now, what's the name? But for real though, like Justin Fields turning the ball over. Like the way he turns it over, it's like, yo, that's hard. Like that's hard to like accept. I don't care how nice you are. Like, bro, you fumbling snaps. For some reason, I don't know what happens with the cadence between him and Zach. And I know a lot of times it's silent count, so it's like the guard turning around. You feel me? But it's like, yo,
we spoke about
why you can't hold the ball? Why you can't catch the ball, bro? Like what's up with you with that?
That last fumble, McCormick tapped Frazier and Justin.
I can't take the Justin hate, man. Listen, I was about to say I'm just happy that this happened away, because let me tell you that Pittsburgh Steelers fans in Acrisure Stadium would have been booing. They would have been booing their butts off, and I am glad that Justin was not subject to that negativity, because these fans don't have no type of patience. They don't have no type of patience. I enjoyed the comeback. I still
want him on the team. I still want him as the future.
It was the defense that let us down, and the defense definitely let us down in that last quarter, because Justin was doing everything to bring the team back, and he was doing it. He got it done. our defense letting up another touchdown. We down 3. You can't give up 7. You can't.
Let me ask y'all a question, because maybe I'm tripping. I don't really pay attention to the skill players like that. For real. How did Joey Porter Jr. look to y'all? Because every time I seen him, he looked like he was a step slow.
I said that early on. I said he played lackadaisical. He played with no. He
wasn't playing.
He was always
no
like 3 steps behind.
He could have had an interception or 2, in my opinion.
He had no oomph. He had no oomph today.
Yeah, it was a lot of us that didn't, and that's why I started with Patrick Queen. There was a lot of people on defense that didn't have that today.
Deshaun Elliott, I like the way he played today.
Yeah,
he was a little different. Even Cam kind of continued his joint from last week. Him not getting the sack was crazy. Like, they would have called it on any other quarterback. They would have called that dead.
Yeah.
But
I'm not mad at Dante Jackson's play. I feel like he could have had an interception too, but I'm not.
He had our defense need to adopt his energy, man.
He got a fire.
At least the other guys. Like, I don't want to talk about the front 7, but the other guys need to adopt his energy. And Minka and JPJ gotta get it together. On, like, I don't know, their communication skills is trash, like, with each other, because it's always a big play is happening in between them two.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on between y'all two when it comes to communication? Like, get it together, man.
Like on that touchdown, on that first touchdown, right? And you know, when I was in another group, like, so that touchdown catch, that was on JP. JP
he made a play for the ball.
No. I'm talking about the one where Patrick Queen is yelling at him like, yo, what are you doing? This is your zone.
I did see that.
Like, this is your zone. Like, in the cover 2, you got from the hash mark to the sideline. Like, that's your zone. Because Benny Bishop, he took the flag route. I don't know what I said with this dude.
No, I'm laughing because I'm like, when I seen it, I said to myself, Patrick Queen, you shouldn't be talking, bro. You pump faking out here. But I do remember him yelling and getting mad and all that. Cause I'm like, yo, bro, like, y'all better than this, man.
Like, yeah, because in that defense, Benny Bishop being the nickel, he had the deep thirds, which was the flag route. And JPJ was in the cover 2, which meant he had sideline to sideline, anything underneath. And he never left his mark. He never left his zone. He stayed in the same spot. As soon as his receiver cut underneath and went inside, he never shifted to another. Like, he watched the receiver try to come across his face too.
I'm sorry. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I just need to
We got the Cowboys next. The Cowboys is the perfect team to really be like, all right, yo, we got to bounce back. Is that a home game or a game?
It's home.
What Downs did, and CeeDee Lamb is gonna go in there and do.
It's prime time. It's prime time game too.
Yeah.
We need Corey Trice back.
Yeah.
If I give props to anybody on the Colts, it's Pittman, man. Pittman was cooking.
Edmonds was active today. Did y'all see Edmonds in that all?
Pittman with a cook. Corey Trice
was seeing Edmonds in, but I could have missed it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. I actually like what I've been seeing from Dante Johnson. I mean, Jackson. I like what I've been seeing from him, man.
He's aggressive.
Did he have a sack? Beanie Bishop.
I think yeah.
Beanie Bishop had a sack today.
I like what
Bishop is right. We need Corey Trice back.
What's the name? Yo, what's the name? Need to give George Pickens some of that aggressiveness, man. I like GP and all, yo, but GP is not aggressive enough to be a number 1, man. It's like certain things, like outside of catching the ball, he not really aggressive, and sometimes he not even aggressive catching the ball. It's like, I don't know, man. I just need to see a little more. Maybe it's because I'm used to Steeler number 1 receivers being away, and he don't fit that. He's just like more finesse, and he want to be cute. You feel me? In his play. But I don't know. We're not going to be able to do anything if he plays like that. I just think he need to be a little more aggressive, man. Being as aggressive as he's on the sideline when he don't get catches. You feel me?
I am proud of the comeback, even though it wasn't the comeback that we wanted.
Shout out to Calvin.
So the Raiders and Browns are tied, by the way, 10-10. That's what I'm watching. That's why I look distracted, because I'm watching this game, because I would love
me too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm still like on some like sore loser shit. Like when the Steelers lose, I don't watch football no more than like that day. Like I'm done. I'm not
Yeah,
watching shit.
I
Like
need 2 divisional
watching
losses
nothing.
for me to feel better about this loss. Okay, so I need the Browns
I'm
to lose
like,
and I
nah,
need the Ravens
man.
to lose, and I will feel much better. So Buffalo is coming to town. They are playing this evening. You know, so
I'm gonna tell you why I'm frustrated. Najee Harris only got 13 yards rushing, and I needed him to
Yo,
get 25. And my 25 leg parlay for $20 would have been 10 stacks. Swear to God, I'll send it to you as well. All I needed him to do was get
this
25 yards rushing. That's it.
shame on you.
13
was the
yards rushing.
hardest game for me to watch from Najee.
That's what we're doing, D.
That is
When it
Najee
come to
Wonder.
Najee,
You heard?
yo, look,
Najee
this
Wonder.
is my
You should have picked Patterson.
look, yo, Najee.
Shame on you.
I fuck with
I
Najee,
hate
bro. I like
Najee.
Najee, man. But
It's really a parlay.
Najee,
It's not Najee. I don't like parlays.
Najee not gonna be here next year, man.
I don't think so neither.
As much as I like Najee, man, he not gonna be here next year. His style is so hard. I can't tell you his style because it don't make sense. I can't make sense
His
of it.
style is running with his eyes closed.
Because it's like, yo, it went like, look, I was saying this, like, Cordell Patterson knows Arthur Smith plays, so he's gonna run the plays better than all of them. And you can kind of see how it's supposed to be ran certain plays. You see Jalen Warren, you feel me? Granted, he was hurt, but you can see, like, all right, he runs the plays well when he can. Even Sugarport, what was the guy that came in? What's his name?
Sampling.
He said sugar boy.
Yo, even he came in and ran the play better than Najee. It's like when Najee gets to, it's like Najee want to be Bell, but he not Bell. It's like, bro, yo, run, bro, hit the hole. You too slow to be patient, bro. You too slow.
Or he's
Like,
running into the wrong hole.
And then it's like sometimes
I think it's
someone will be tackling his leg and he'll just be falling down. I'm like, yo, bro, move your leg sometimes. I'm like, yo, are you strong or not? Are you chilling? Like, it's hard for me to read Najee's, like, I feel like Najee can be the number 1 running back in the league based off potential, right? Or what I think. But it's like the way he play, this the result we get. And people that's not watching is going to say, well, he got 1,000 yards every year he been there. Bro, he can have 15 for real. He can have 14 for real if he played the right way, or I don't even know what to call it. Like, I like Najee, man. I just said that was just crazy.
Ran 3 times, gained 10 yards each. Right, he go out because he got hurt. Najee coming, they run a outside zone. He only get a yard.
Yo, I low-key thought Najee got benched. Got benched. If Patterson didn't get hurt, Najee probably when it came in to like that next quarter or something. It felt that way.
Or Hill just came in to give him a break.
Yeah, I'm like, turn up the field. You trying to race to the sideline like you run the 4-3. You ain't fast enough.
But Kev, you said that's what I said that, man, before. Like, the difference with Najee and our offenses, Najee think he's Le'Veon Bell. Is like he got the patience and that's not the offense that we're calling. That's why when we see Jalen Warren and we see Cordell Patterson, that's why their plus yardage is positive, because they're actually just hitting the hole. You know what I'm saying? They're not waiting, not looking. And when they hit it with authority, like they hit it to the point where defenders don't really want to tackle them.
Yeah, especially Cordell.
Like, you see when Cordell,
I seen that.
I mean, dude was turning to the side. He was straight up. Like, I ain't never seen a defender where we straight up, but I'm a side tack you. I'm gonna go ahead and circle around you, try to get your leg.
And Cordell got wiggle. Him and Jalen Warren got wiggle in the hole. Najee just
I think Najee need to study. Najee need to study. What's my man name? Steven Jackson film from France.
Yeah.
He need to study his film, bro. Same build, all that. But Steven Jackson hit that whole pause. You feel me? Like, he was doing this thing. You feel me? Like, he can have production like that. But I just don't know, man. It's like he kind of want to run like, you know how Marshawn run? Like, it ain't.
And that's his idol.
But
it's like
We don't
He
got a
ain't beast
Marshawn
mode.
type of line.
He don't got that
Think about that.
mentality like Marshawn had.
We don't even have that line. Like
That's beast
Marshawn
mode for
line
a
gave you a
reason.
little 2 to 3. So Marshawn got to the second level, then there's bang bang.
Look at defense.
We don't have that line.
I'm
They
just over
hitting
it.
us at the
I'm over
line.
it. I'm just really praying on the downfall of others at this point. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing else I can do for this
What you
week.
say? What you
B.
say? Misery love company. We want
All
them
I
to
can
be
do is pray
miserable.
on the
This what-
downfall of others this week. So I'm
Yo,
over here.
let me give y'all context of what's going on right now while I'm in the car. This is Biolab building that's probably like 10 miles from here that blew up. Like, yo, this shit, it looks crazy.
Oh,
It looks extra crazy. Y'all might be able to see it on the news or whatever, but it's crazy. I've been trying to go charge this car. I should have been there 30 minutes ago. But traffic is crazy. Super
What
crazy.
we talking Walking Dead?
Honestly, I tuned out all the Najee talk. I did. I wasn't listening. Yeah.
No, y'all don't got to. We just van. Like, I think everyone up here like Najee. I think everybody up here like him. I like him. You feel me? It's just that one aspect when you get the ball in the line of scrimmage, speed that up, bro. Everything else is cool. But
Wait,
speed the
what's
rest of that
that
shit.
This is what?
You talking we being biased?
Recency bias. Hey yo, pause your name, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh gosh.
Hey yo.
And look, we're not saying get rid of Najee. We're not saying get rid of Najee. I'm just saying, yo, I know why we didn't pick his option up now.
Yeah. And not only that, like each week we've given Najee the praise when Najee deserves the praise. But in this situation, in today's game, Najee did not do anything.
And he got cracked too. He got cracked too. Who was it? Speed or Franklin cracked him? Somebody cracked him.
Speed.
Yeah, like when Najee get cracked, it's like, all right, bro. All right, guys.
Have to go out for a play. I wonder what was hurting him in that particular
Nothing. His pride. Look, you take it like that. Yes, you saw it. Look, you see when he went off to the field, he's down acting like he need air.
It wasn't just his pride. Like something bothered him.
No,
like
he came right back in the next play. No, he came right back in. He came right back in the next play. He wasn't hurt. I think he was out of breath.
He wasn't hurt.
Go,
like,
bro.
why are we acting like he's not? He can't be hurt and still play. Like that's not do that.
I'm not saying he can't be hurt.
His eyes was hurting him. He couldn't see.
Yeah, when I saw Najee put his hand on the back, I forgot which lineman he put his hand. Like that irritated me so bad, yo. I'm like, yo, bro, hit the freaking hole. Hit the hole, bro. Like, why you trying to feel for the lineman, bro? Like, just go.
One play where the hole opened up so wide to the right side. He ran straight.
We've been having bad snaps all year, y'all. We got to work on these snaps. Like, there's no. It's been happening.
I don't know who to blame for the snaps. I don't know who to blame for the snaps. Because it's like.
It's been happening in preseason. It's been happening in game. You remember it in Denver. You see it happening today. Like
we had it happen in Atlanta.
Like it's just bad.
It happened every game.
Yeah.
At least once every game.
Snap problems.
And I'm like, well, Russ fumbled. Is Russ fumbling and shit too? Like, will he fumble it?
Russ got pause. Russ got 12 and 10.
Wow, that's what we doing, Dex. That's what we doing, Dex.
Yo, can we go? We haven't went in minutes, fucking days. Like, come on, y'all. Hold
on. So I'm praying on the downfall of the Cleveland Browns right now. That's on my agenda until the Ravens game at 8. So
who y'all got in that Ravens game, man?
Sadly, I got the Ravens.
It's Buffalo for me.
Sadly, I mean, and as a fan, I wanted to be Buffalo, but analytically, I just don't see Buffalo beating. I think Baltimore wins tonight at home and prime time. They play differently.
Get that juju out of here.
I don't want them to win. I said as a fan, I want Buffalo.
Analytically,
I say Baltimore.
I got the
I
Buffalo
think
Soldiers.
Fast Ross.
Get off their car.
I think Fast
Buffalo.
Roethlisberger gonna do his thing.
Oh, here this dude go. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I don't care. I just want to win football games.
Money
I'm
Mitch.
tired of the back and forth.
Yeah, I'm ready for
We
this.
gonna bounce back next week.
I do
Outside of the, I'm not tripping for real.
I want Russell. I want to see Russell film though. I want to see Russell on this offense. I do want to see it. Does it mean I gotta see it for the whole season? Not necessarily, but I want to see what it look like.
Where I want to see Russell with his uniform on, with an actual helmet. Like, you feel me? Like, put your helmet on, bro. Get in the game. Like, don't get suited and booted like you taking pictures, bro. You feel me? He the only backup quarterback that look like he out there with the trying to get a photo shoot going. You feel me? Him got the real pass.
Look at that.
Look.
Look at that. Main issue is Russ and Fields have the same problem.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off D, but I totally disagree.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
I totally disagree. That couldn't be further from the truth.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. I haven't eaten all day except for that piece of candy I had during the game. But I do honestly. I think Russ opens up the. I think that happens. But
Russ want to dot him up. Dot.
This
That's what you
dude
need to do. Throw it to the open man. Dot him
I
up.
will find something to talk to y'all about on Wednesday, I guess, since we did the show today. But we gotta talk about the Dallas Cowboys anyway. I'll see what I can do because, of course, they have some.
I'm
injuries
starting it right now. Hold
Hmm?
on, I'm gonna say this, D. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to hear no talk about number 11 from the Cowboys being defensive player of the nothing. He is trash. Michael Parsons, trash.
High ankle sprain, Michael Parsons.
High ankle trash. High ankle trash. That's what he is. He's trash. Can't get off the block. He just be running speed. When them O-line get him, they got him. I don't want to hear nothing this year about
Michael Parsons is a little gifted. That's all.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I appreciate y'all for coming on. This is the first time I got to sit at home and watch the game this season. It won't be my last, but it was my first. So
I'm coming to the Commanders.
come on with it. We'll be there. I'll be there. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of the evening. I'll holler at y'all later. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody. Thanks, Jay and NJM1357. Love y'all. Bye. Peace.